Right, there's been some things that's kind of heavy on my heart and everything. The things that goes on in the media and what we see and everything. The best way I can kind of get to the point is I'm going to use some Bible. I usually do that. There's a spot in Revelation where we peel back this veil or whatever under the altar, and there's a whole bunch of people um, that they're how long must we wait, Lord? How long must we wait before we are avenged? Depends on what version you have exactly what it says, but these are people that um, have went through the great tribulation. They've been martyred, and it made me think. There's a big deal when you've been martyred for something. I mean, um, you keep your name on a school building here on earth, or if you've given your life for this or that or done something great, and they put a statue up, and, maybe years later people would think that you was a terrible person. They'll tear it back down depending on the politics going on at the time or whatever. um, but you know the Bible even talks about if you lose your itch, if you lose your life for my sake, you'll find it. um, you'll gain it, depending on what version you got once again. But if that's true, and I believe it is, with biblical stuff and Jesus, that's probably also true here on earth. Um, I think people get so wrapped up in whatever cause they stand for, they're willing to give their life for it, whether it be your country, whether it be an issue. Um, you know, Mother Teresa gave her life uh, to help children in India, I believe it was. Um, Gave up her life for it. And as far as in the Catholic religion, she's kind of a big shot, and for doing something like that. And sometimes things that I don't look at as a big importance, other people look at that as the main important thing. And they will do things, at least I believe, that will put their lives in jeopardy just because it can make their cause be seen and be heard and be taken more serious than what it's being taken. And sometimes this kind of stuff can cause division uh, amongst everybody. um, I have a friend that tells me all the time when we're talking about things that the squeaky wheel gets the grease. And we're in a society now where people, they want to fight causes for somebody else. They've never been through any adversity themselves, so they look at someone else's life and think, well, they're going through adversity. Don't even ask the person if they actually are or not, and they'll fight a cause for that. And we need to fix things around us instead of making these great big stands for things that I would say we can't control, but we can't control them. But if things is not perfect around you, why are you trying to fix the whole world? You know, you don't have nothing better to do than go protest about this or that and squeak like a wheel. I mean, I don't know. It's just heavy on my heart and everything like that. And I don't like the idea of the squeaky wheel getting the grease. Never have. I've always just thought, you know, if the wheel's squeaking that bad, change the tire. take it off and get a different wheel. Why put all that effort into something that, you know, the squeak becomes more important than while they're squeaking. And it's just a rough thing in my head right now. It affects people around me. It affects friends, family, and this whole internet thing is great sometimes. It really is. But at the exact same time, I think our whole world would be better off without electricity. We wouldn't have all this communication. We wouldn't have all this advertising, and you know, we would have a closer knit community around us, and we would fight our own battles instead of going and fighting someone else's battles that may not even want our help. Anyway, just some thoughts I wanted to share with you. God bless.